bitter rivals that used to be best of friends. Unfortunately, this feud is now on fumes, and it must come to an end.
And here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you are one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment. Because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. Speaking of social media, check the links down below in the description. My Instagram and X, you can find me there. Also, check out the link to that Joker Voice merch store. Get yourself some pretty cool stuff. Okay. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Two names among WWE women that will be forever linked. Forever rivals the likes of Trish Stratus, Lita, Paige, AJ Lee, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. One of the biggest feuds on Raw for this past year, no doubt about it. But as every feud in the WWE goes, this chapter has to come to an end. But yet if you look online, the stans, especially the Rhea Ripley ones, are convinced that this chapter can only end at WrestleMania 41 for the Women's World Championship.
Well, you're wrong.
Now, before I get into why that's not necessarily the case, let me give you a little history and a recap of the chain of events of this year that has led us to where we are today.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now, as the thumbnail for this video shows, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan were not just friends. They were, in early 2022, paired together as a tag team. In April of 2022, after another unsuccessful attempt to capture the women's tag team titles, Rhea Ripley turned her back and attacked Liv Morgan in the ring. This was on an episode of Raw. This is where the feud starts. 1 month later, Rhea joined the heel faction, the Judgment Day. This brought out a much more vicious side of Rhea as she made it her mission to just torment Liv Morgan. Fast forward to January of 2023. Rhea Ripley enters the Royal Rumble in the first position. Has to eliminate 30 women. She does so, eliminating Liv Morgan last to win the Royal Rumble. Just for some context, Liv Morgan entered the Royal Rumble at number 2. And then in late July of 2023, Liv was written off of WWE TV after a vicious attack by Rhea Ripley. This was a sneak attack. This injured her shoulder, causing Liv Morgan to miss the next 6 months.
Ouch.
Now, 6 months later, Liv Morgan returned, entering the Royal Rumble, determined to get her hands on Rhea Ripley and the Women's World Championship. She fell short at the Royal Rumble. She fell short at Elimination Chamber, coming ever so close. Now, the confident Rhea Ripley completely dismissed Liv Morgan entirely. And yet on an episode of Raw, right before WrestleMania 40, in an off-mic moment, Liv Morgan told Rhea Ripley that she's coming for everything she's ever loved. Everything she loves will be hers.
Shit just got real.
So, just to give you an idea, there are 3 things that Rhea Ripley loves: being the Women's World Champion, her family of the Judgment Day, which includes her boy toy, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now, April of 2024 at WrestleMania 40, Night 1, Rhea Ripley successfully defends and retains her Women's World Championship in a match against Becky Lynch. The Monday after WrestleMania, in a backstage segment, Liv Morgan attacks Rhea Ripley, injuring her shoulder.
Ouch.
Now, this injury causes Rhea Ripley to be written off of WWE TV for a while and vacate the Women's World Champion. Now, in May of 2024, at the King and Queen of the Ring, in a match with champion at the time Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan becomes the new Women's World Champion. Check. Now, over the next few months, Liv Morgan's revenge tour becomes focused on the seduction of Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley's return in July puts this at a halt, as Rhea Ripley has come back to put a stop to all of this and reclaim her Women's World Championship. This leads us into August at SummerSlam. Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. Now, in this match, Rhea Ripley is betrayed by Dirty Dom, as Liv Morgan retains the Women's World Championship, but also gets Dirty Dom as her boy toy, thus excommunicating Rhea Ripley from the Judgment Day. Check, check. We then had a rematch at Bad Blood. This ended in a disqualification, but reunited Liv Morgan with her friend Raquel Rodriguez. So, with this new tandem here in action, Liv decides to try and take Rhea out of the picture yet again. In a spot on NXT where Rhea Ripley enters the most dangerous place in the world, the NXT parking lot, Rhea Ripley is written off of TV yet again with an injury in this spot where a segment was attacked where Rhea Ripley is brutally attacked.
Ouch.
This was 1 week before WWE Crown Jewel. We all know what happens there. Liv Morgan becomes the first Women's Crown Jewel champion.
That's very impressive.
So, as it stands right now, Rhea Ripley's injury has her out indefinitely. And thus, the ending of this chapter of their forever linked story is kind of on hold right now. And don't get me wrong, it has been a great story, and it has been great for TV on Monday Night Raw. Unfortunately, for the women of the Raw roster, it's been the only story this year. And this is showbiz. The show must go on. And just to hold this story until WrestleMania is really not fair to the rest of the women of the roster. You're basically holding the Raw roster and the championship hostage. New stories have to be told. So, as a result, Liv Morgan has a new challenger in the form of the new number 1 contender, Io Sky. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez also have their eyes, and they've been talking a little smack to the women's tag team champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Now, I am perfectly fine with putting the Women's World Championship on Io. I'm fine with Liv and Raquel becoming tag team champions again if that leads to the eventual breakup of Bianca and Jade. And if this happens, oh my God, before the end of this year, it's a short time, but it could happen. Liv Morgan, Women's World Champion, first ever Crown Jewel Champion, then capturing the tag team champions. Liv Morgan may have the greatest calendar year of any WWE superstar ever.
That's a fact.
Now, of course, Rhea will return at some point, and this feud will come to an end. And it can end. Absolutely can end. It's a perfectly fine ending at WrestleMania 41. Just as it started, with no titles, just hatred. And might I add, at WrestleMania 41, it will be almost 3 years to the day that the feud began. Now, of course, the Rhea stands are going to be, no, WrestleMania 41 has to be Liv and Rhea, and it has to be for the Women's World Championship.
But why?
Now, I did say that Liv and Rhea was one of the biggest feuds this year. There was another, and dare I say, the biggest feud this year on Raw. Never once was there a title involved. But hey, these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Sure to check me out Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday, back with the guys for Wednesday Night is Overbooked. We'll be talking about this and a whole lot of other stuff in the world of the WWE. Also, don't forget, check me out, Roman of the Empire. Thursday, we'll be talking favorite war films, as we'll be celebrating Veterans Day. If you are a veteran or have served, thank you for your service. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate it. And I will see you folks all very soon. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. And always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Doodles.